The God of the Bible and this emperor teamed up to take over the world. You don't believe me? Understandable. A single vision from the God of the Bible led to the rise of an empire and the spread of Christianity. Without this vision, the world you live in today doesn't exist. Do you know who this emperor is? Tell me in the comments before I say it. Alright, let's get it. 312 AD, the Battle of the Milvian Bridge. Emperor Constantine, no, not that Constantine saw something that changed everything. So let's set up some context here. You see, the God of the Bible is still very present in Rome, but had withdrawn from direct historical intervention following the fall of the Jewish state or the spirit of Judah, and the rise of the Greco-Roman pantheon, especially Jupiter or Zeus. So his influence remained, though, in Jewish law and culture. Now, the Spirit of Christ, on the other hand, he's doing way better. He was actively shaping the future of Rome. He was a direct threat, some would say, to the spirits of the Roman pantheon. At this point, both the gods of the Roman Empire and the God of the Old Testament would begin to fade because of this new Judeo God or Christ spirit. But there was still room for the God of the Bible to influence his way into supreme deity of the world. This was through disagreement. See, the early Christians did not agree on who Christ was. Was he a prophet? Was he a demigod? Was he the Son of God? Was he Yahweh? And through that last question, Yahweh could take the influence he needed to come out on top. You see, these gods are spirits, civilizational spirits, and civilizational spirits or gods or top spirits require attention or worship. If one god destroys other followers of the other god, well, the other god is destroyed. Same thing if he takes his followers to himself. But if one god doesn't only take another god's followers, but also his attributes, well, he kind of absorbs that other god, and they'll worship him as a higher form of that god. Back to Constantine. So he had a vision of a glowing cross in the sky with the words, "By this you shall conquer," or "By this conquer," something like that. There's multiple variations of the story, but one variation of the story is that Jesus came to him later that night, telling him to put the symbol of Christ on all his soldiers' shields. With this Christian symbol, Constantine actually wins this war that he thought he was going to lose before he prayed to the Judeo God. Some historians argue that this was a political move and that he didn't have a vision and he made all that up. But that's normally because history has a bias into materialism. They believe that anything that is non-physical is fake. I mean, most of you believe the same thing. But it's kind of silly, right? Because you would have to discount the existence of consciousness, of the mind, math, logic. Things need a non-physical or a metaphysical foundation in order to exist. But Constantine was also devoted to the Roman sun god Sol Invictus. So some are like, was this a true conversion to Christianity? I mean, he was a Roman emperor, so he clearly wasn't monotheistic, right? So I don't see the issue here. He probably worshiped both. I do think, and I'm not a Christian, I do think Constantine was chosen by the spirit of the God of the Bible. And think about it, the spirit of the God of the Bible influenced him, and then he spearheads a council that comes with the conclusion at the end that Christ and Yahweh are one substance, putting Yahweh over top of Christ, taking his followers and his attributes, leading to him being the supreme deity of the world today. If you would like a breakdown on that, go ahead and comment below and I'll do a video on that. So you just got a sample of what is called abstract history. See, we know that spirits are real. We don't discount them from history. A spirit is a collection of attributes that make something what it is. Spirit of a mountain, spirit of a river. If you want a deeper dive into this, I will go read Biography of Yahweh. It's called World War Gods, a Biography of Yahweh. The free audiobook is in a link at the top of my page, or maybe it's down there. I love you all.